that shrimp guy.
Yeah.
What's
He's called Pepe the King Prawn.
Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up. Hello, listeners.
Emily, I didn't think I was going to be seeing you today.
I know. Bonus visit from me.
What happened?
So, listeners, maybe this is just a rite of passage, but Teresa and I did a double session last week because, you know, it's crazy holiday season. Teresa's going off on her international travel soon. We were being efficient, so we thought. But one of our episodes had no audio.
It had all the video. We were laughing it up.
Yes, lots of like head throwing back, knee slapping. But unfortunately, you will never get to hear it.
We will never get to hear it again.
We will never get to hear it.
It was such a good episode.
So we're going to try to recreate it.
So if it sounds really fake.
No, it's going to be genuine.
We have some of our old outline and some new topics mixed in too.
Yes.
This is the Christmas one, right?
No, I think the next one.
Oh, okay.
That we already recorded.
It's almost Christmas.
But yes, you're kind of getting us as fresh as you ever will, because usually there's like a week and a half delay, and this is like 4 days, and you will hear us.
Okay, breaking news.
Breaking news. Holiday train update. So you had asked me if the holiday train was worth it.
Yeah.
And I would say it was fine. Definitely overhyped.
Not worth it.
No, I mean, I think it would be worth it if it wasn't such a fuss to get the tickets.
Yeah.
Like, it sold out within, I think, like an hour of releasing the day. I forget what weekend it was.
I looked it up because after you told me about it, I was like, oh, that sounds really fun. And they were all sold out.
Yeah.
And I was very jealous. And I made a mental note to like get tickets next year.
Well, just don't be sad if you don't get them.
Okay.
But okay, a quick summary. It is like just like an old school train, lots of different cars, and supposedly they have different decoration in each car.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like Christmas decorations, you know? And some of the cars are outside. So if you don't get there early enough, you might be forced to sit outside for a 1.5 hour like late afternoon ride.
Is it only one weekend? Because it's starting to rain.
I think it's multiple weekends.
Oh.
Yeah.
You went during a good time.
Yeah, I did go during a good time. It wasn't too cold. And then Santa does come walk through the train and take pictures and say, ho, ho, ho. But like, okay, he didn't even pass anything out, you know? Like, I feel like he could have at least passed out a candy cane or something.
Yeah.
And then it actually made our trip a little more stressful because Cassie's like truly afraid of Santa Claus, and when she saw him she freaked out.
She didn't even get a treat.
And then later on she had to go pee, but she resisted for a long time because she didn't want to run into Santa.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
How was the bathroom on the train?
It was fine. It was like it felt like a normal bathroom.
Does this train get utilized for other things?
I have
like, is
no
it a regular
idea.
train?
I don't know.
Did it seem like...
It doesn't seem like a train that would be transporting people like the Caltrain. And the path was like you go one way and then you stop and go back the other way. So it wasn't like a
How
loop.
long was it?
An hour and a half.
Oh. Wait, the whole thing was an hour and a half?
Yeah. And then...
long.
It didn't feel that long, to give it credit.
So you did kind of enjoy it.
So it wasn't bad. It just wasn't like amazing to the point that like I understood the hype. Right?
You're like, if it's convenient, I'll get on it.
The girls get to ride the train sometimes at the farmer's market. Like,
there's a train at the farmer's market?
Yeah, but you have to pay like $10.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, I guess if you compare it to that, then it's worth it. And then also they have like a little snack car and a gift shop car.
So
we didn't go to the gift shop.
Come with like hot cocoa or anything?
No,
like,
but the hot cocoa was like only $2 or something.
And does everyone get a seat?
Yes, I think so. But we got a seat, but we got like the very last seats at the very back of the train.
You went with your brother?
Yeah, my brother's
family. Did they like it?
I didn't get a chance to ask. I guess I didn't get a chance to ask if they would do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely like the holidays. So we did a fun thing yesterday, actually.
Oh, you did?
Well, actually, should I say it was fun? We went to our local park and they set up everything. It's called Fantasy of Lights.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that is? It's in Los Gatos.
I feel like I've heard of it.
I don't know if it was a thing prior to
They have
COVID.
a train too, right?
They have a train in that park, yeah, and it runs regularly in the summertime and on the weekends, which is really great. But this is like a whole drive-through experience that I wonder if it was created for COVID or maybe it got super popular during COVID. But we did that in 2020 as well. But I kept telling Tyler, I was like hyping it up. I was like, oh, we're going to this special place after school. It's going to be so much fun. But we waited in line for a while. I mean, 15 minutes or so.
That's a long time with kids in a car.
Yeah, to get in. And then even when we were in, like fully in the immersive light experience, he was like, when are we going to get there? And I was no, look outside. I was like, this is it. This is like the grand surprise. And he's like, I don't see anything. All I see are lights. I was like, God,
you
damn
didn't
it.
prep him correctly.
You're right. And I think it's more fun for a little bit older kids because he goes so slowly. All the kids got out of the car or they like popped out from the sunroof.
Oh, nice.
A lot of them were wearing, what are they called? Snuggies? Do you remember?
Know. Like the big blanket?
Yeah, like you wear the blanket with the
thingy?
hood. A lot of them were wearing that because it was so cold last night. I thought that was
saw those
cute.
at Costco.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It wasn't called a Snuggie, but it was like a big, like oversized wearable.
Is
like,
that what it's
hoodie
called?
thing.
A Snuggie?
I don't know. I think so. In the olden days. I don't know what it's called now.
Olden days? It was
when
like...
we were in like high school. Wasn't
was it a high school thing?
Or
I thought we were in
college?
our 20s.
I mean,
God, but we're
that's
nearing
still
40.
like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I mean, I was like, oh, I'm going to let the kids out of the car seat. And she was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
So you didn't?
I didn't do it. Oh, me, I did it with Tyler and then Logan freaked out. So I was like, Tyler, go back in. Go back in. Because, yeah, I'll get into Logan later. But
Oh, that sounds fun to me, though.
I mean, Steven was like, I'm so happy to be doing this and to be at home.
Yeah, so every night, me and the girls, our tradition is after I pick them up from school, we just drive around our neighborhood to see lights. And at this point, I mean, we've been doing it for like since Thanksgiving, you know? So they're always like, we've already seen this one. I'm like, yeah, you've probably seen all of them. Our neighborhood's not that big. But I'm thinking about taking them in San Carlos. There's like a neighborhood known for...
Decked out.
It's crazy. And I think a couple years ago we went and it's like very crowded, but they're like on another level.
Really?
And I feel like I should take them there.
You should.
Because this year they're appreciating it more.
And then
you know?
tell us about it because I wonder if it's like every single house. Like you really have to commit.
I almost feel like when you move into that neighborhood, you're probably given some sort of like
notice.
You need to participate.
Yeah.
And you must love Christmas.
Even if you don't celebrate, get some holiday lights up there.
Yeah.
We used to do that I did it like once or twice. In San Francisco, they had those crazy ones with professionals. People are so creative.
Yeah.
But the downside in San Francisco was that they weren't all next door to one another.
Yeah.
So it was like one mansion over here, another mansion over there, a small house
Not
over
right
there.
next to each other.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm too frugal to ever go all out like that because first of all, you need to like buy all of that, whether it's lights or decorations, and then you need to power it for like a month.
Well, you can rent it.
My PG&E bill was already $400.
I thought you were going to save that.
Oh.
Okay, well, $400.
Oh no, it wasn't on the list. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. But yeah, it was festive and I enjoyed it. And I'm already not looking forward to January where it's going to be rainy and cold.
Know. It's
and
already
nothing
starting to
do.
rain.
Yes.
Wicked.
Emily and I watched Wicked over Thanksgiving.
I've been listening to the soundtrack like nonstop.
What did you think of the movie, Emily?
I really liked it.
I loved it.
It was so good. And one of our friends, I was texting her yesterday, and she was like, oh, did you think Cynthia Erivo was good? And I was like, yeah, she was amazing. And I think she said her husband thought she was okay.
Her husband said that publicly?
I don't know if it's publicly,
he?
just to her.
Wait. Oh, not Cynthia Erivo's husband.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if Cynthia Erivo has a husband.
Me neither. But I was like, that motherfucker. Oh, you said your friend's husband just thought she was okay.
Yeah.
Did he listen to Defying Gravity? Did he see
we'll
those?
Have to ask.
Did he see those behind the scenes where she was like flipping in the air in front of a green screen?
Maybe he didn't know that she was also performing her own stunts.
Who is this man? Okay,
I'll
sorry.
tell you after.
I loved it. Steven's been listening to the soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
But the kids are not so into it because, Popular is a really good song, but it kind of has a long intro. In the beginning where they're a little talking,
Yeah.
getting to the hook. And they hate it and they scream, and then Tyler goes, I like it.
Charlie, because she's seen sort of like ads and stuff on TV occasionally, and she's like, is that Wicked? When can I watch it? And I was like, I don't know, whenever it comes out on TV.
Steven's gotten so into all the backstory and like the news stories of Wicked and when it's coming out next and when they performed it, how the auditions went and things like that.
I've seen some clips of auditions, and like when Ariana was given the role, she was like really emotional.
I learned though that Ariana is dating Bach.
Yes.
That was total news to me, and I guess really big news last year.
I know, we totally missed it.
Did not care for it whatsoever, but now I'm like kind of invested. And
also, I mean, I don't know anything about him, but interesting choice.
Well, he was dating someone else.
He was married, supposedly.
Yeah, or was he
Wasn't
engaged?
I don't know.
Something serious. Yeah. And they like went on double dates.
They did?
Something like that.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know. It's all very messy that we're a year late to this drama.
And also, I didn't know that Jonathan Bailey was gay. He's the Bridgerton guy.
Who's the Bridgerton guy?
He's Fiyero.
He's gay?
Yeah. So I didn't know that until, I think, Giggly Squad.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So all these like women
He's
are
very
very
good
sad.
looking.
Yeah.
Go watch it. Would you watch it again?
I would.
Me too.
I wish I could. Like, I wish it was available at home.
To stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. And I was kind of bummed because I don't think it's going to be streaming for a while.
Because it's doing so well in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, people are rewatching it in theaters.
They're definitely going to watch it over Christmas break, too.
True.
Bummer for us.
Yes.
Okay, the last thing I had on breaking news, which I thought was noteworthy again, is to talk about what a terrible cook I am.
You didn't want to take it off the list.
I was feeling very emotional that day because you know when you put your heart and soul into a recipe,
yeah,
and the kids don't like it at all,
yeah,
and I put time into prepping it, researching the recipe and everything, it just sucks. And I used to be a better cook. I swear I used to be a better cook because I didn't care as much. I'd be like, even if it turned out terrible, I'm still gonna eat it.
Yeah. You didn't have the pressure, right?
Yes, there was no pressure. And now I'm like, okay, it has to taste a certain way so my kids will eat it and my husband will like it and I will like it too. And I can't recreate that like DGAF attitude. So
it shows.
And it shows clearly, like the peanut gallery is giving me their feedback and they're not liking it. But I did text my mom one day because I was feeling so down about it. Or I texted my mom and my brother because they're both really good cooks in my family. Me and my dad suck. But I'm still better than my dad, by the way.
I believe it.
And she was like, "Oh, I love your cooking. This is just practice."
Oh,
and I thought that was really sweet.
Nice mom.
Even though she hasn't.
That's like the perfect response too, because she could give you like helpful pointers, but that would just make you feel worse.
Yeah, I'll be like, I did that, Mom. I did do that.
Good job, Ai.
I don't think she's listening.
Does she still listen?
I don't know. She hasn't responded.
That's why our follower count drifted down.
Our like, what is it, like 60 to 75 cohort is going down.
I have actually been feeling like a really bad cook this week too. And I think part of the reason is, so I cook around like 3:30 or 4 I start.
How do you keep it
warm?
Because
I have to leave at 5 to go pick up the girls. And I want to have it done before I get them.
For sure.
That's one of the problems. So I was very adventurous and I tried this recipe I saw on TikTok, which was supposed to be these crispy potatoes that you do in the oven.
You made them.
And the problem is I finished it like right when I had to leave. So I bet if I ate it right then, it would have been really good. But then by the time I got the girls home, I didn't reheat it because I was like, it's still warm, but they did not enjoy it. And then by the time me and Victor ate, which this week he's been really busy and we've randomly had calls and stuff, and we haven't been eating till almost 10. So it's been 5 hours since I made it, and definitely stuff that's supposed to be crispy does not stay crispy for 5 hours.
You are so nice. I would definitely be eating it right when
I would have, but I had to like run out to get the girls, and then I just like everything I feed Victor in particular seems like so bad this week, and I feel bad because he's like working so hard. He comes home to this wife who doesn't work, and then he's eating this, and he's probably like, "This is disgusting."
You do work. Your work is way harder.
You know what I mean, though? Like, that's my job, and it was... But part of it is to blame, like, that we had to wait that long, you know? Or, like, yesterday I made a soup, and all the stuff absorbed, like, the soup as it was sitting in the pot.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And my broccoli got all, like, disintegrated.
It's hard out there.
It's so hard. I don't know the solution.
You told me that you like perfected a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, those are your go-tos.
Yeah.
Which
Tonight
is nice.
I'm doing one of my go-tos, which is salmon and sweet potato. I can't mess it up.
Okay, good.
It will be good.
I need to get on that train where you just have like 5 things that you're really good at and you know the kids will eat and just do it really quickly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I should just stick to that. Like, who am I trying to be?
Because I will like read the recipe 20 times and then, or if it's like a TikTok, I'll watch the video over and over and over again. And then I get confused on the stuff. So I go back again and it just takes too long.
It does.
And by that point, the garlic is like burning over there.
You know what's really like showing my millennial? I like to screenshot recipes videos. I'll just like show the comment where it shows like all the steps and I just screenshot it because that's so much easier for me to just refer to on my phone than like clicking into the app, going to my saved, watching the video over and over again.
So sometimes the videos are really great, right? And that gives you inspiration to save it. But I've noticed that there's some people that do recipes with a slideshow.
Ooh,
and I find that even more helpful.
Yes.
It gets straight to the point. You kind of see like what it should look like at that point in time.
Yeah.
I even commented.
That's helpful.
Like, I love seeing recipes in this format.
Okay,
we're going to work on that. That's my
Yes.
2025 goal.
Yes.
Because we can do it. I really think I had it in me at some point.
I blame my undersized kitchen.
Yeah. Blame that. Okay, guess how much?
Okay.
Try to act shocked.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Okay,
so we'll do
good.
it again. I remember it was exorbitant, but I don't remember
So
exactly.
Tracy Anderson class in New York City. I've been following this girl on social media where she's like in her 20s. She's trying out all the hot Pilates, bar, yoga.
What a nice life.
Yeah, and then kind of reviewing them. I mean, she has a full-time job too, but I think this is like for fun.
Yeah.
And she did Tracy Anderson and guess how much it was for a monthly membership?
I don't remember what you said. It was crazy though. 600.
900.
Oh my God.
For one location. Because people have been talking about how solid core.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy with $450 a month. But 900, there's some like low-key, very baller people out there that are not posting about how much they're paying.
Oh my gosh.
But that's just for one location. They have another location uptown. And that one is $1,000.
Oh my gosh. And you said it's not even Tracy Anderson teaching the class.
It's just her like movements and stuff.
I want to know, do they provide random perks? Like, are you getting like massages in the locker room and like
the good
fresh pressed juice?
I would say the perk is like you just walk in and walk out. Like somebody will come clean up after you. Someone will set up the equipment for you.
Oh, okay.
Versus like other places, you're still like wiping down the things yourself.
Yeah,
you're still
yeah.
getting your own like mat or something.
Yeah, I remember in yoga classes you'd have to go get the spray.
Yeah.
Spray it.
Yeah. But then we sprayed our own yoga mat though, right? So that was
true.
fine.
But I guess there were some classes where we borrowed mats.
Yeah.
I forget which class.
It's been a while.
Would we spray down Burn? Remember Burn SF? Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
big mat? Everybody were supposed to spray down their own section.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Burn.
I did too.
That was such a good class.
And there was one here in Saratoga.
Yeah,
If
but
it was still open, then we could go.
I know, because we're perfect now. Because remember when we went in our 20s, I was like, this clientele is not giving me a good workout.
What? Really?
Do you remember? Because we were
I got a good workout from it.
the one in Saratoga.
Oh, I only went to the Saratoga one maybe once.
Yeah, no.
It was like
the instructors
elderly?
definitely made it much easier.
Oh,
so it just
okay, I
wasn't
kinda remember
the same
that.
type of.
It wasn't as intense.
Yeah, the intensity wasn't.
I still
there.
remember I made Victor go, and this was like when he was doing a lot of banking and not working out at all, and he would lie down, and the instructor was like, "Do you need a jelly bean?"
What's a jelly bean?
Like they had candy on hand in case people felt like dizzy.
I was like, is that a special pillow?
No,
Which would be a cute pillow name, though.
that would be
Okay, but it's not over yet.
okay.
There's initiation fee.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I forget how much though. 200.
1,500. That is so funny. You literally guessed 200 last time too.
Because that's already crazy to me. To have any.
1,500, and you have to do.
Do they like deck you out in a whole like Tracy Anderson outfit or something with that
Emily,
money?
there's no other perks. You just get to work out.
That is just a hard no for me.
You're not the clientele that they're targeting.
For sure not.
And it's a 12-month minimum. Isn't that crazy?
Who is signing up for this?
If you're rich enough to do this, you're probably spending your summers elsewhere. You know what I mean?
If you're rich enough to do this, like, why wouldn't you just have Tracy Anderson come to your home?
Because she's probably even more expensive. Okay,
pop culture. I want to skip the first one.
Okay.
But I actually watched Lindsay's movie. So we can kind of talk about it.
Christmas Wish? No, Secret.
It's Our Secret or something? What's it called?
I don't remember, but it's Lindsay
Our Little
Lohan.
Secret?
No,
Maybe it's
I
that.
don't think that's right.
Really?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Okay, yeah, I was going to look it up. Anyway, listeners, it's on Netflix, and Lindsay Lohan is in a holiday movie, which really wasn't too cheesy.
I loved it.
Kristen Chenoweth is in it, and she's the original Glinda. So, who else?
Our Little Secret.
Isn't that what I just said?
I think so. You're so right.
I did just watch it like yesterday, so hopefully.
I think her movie last year was Irish
The
Wish.
Irish Wish, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one was not as good.
I didn't watch that one.
But I love that she's entering our lives again.
Yes, she's becoming like an annual Netflix holiday movie person, and I love that.
And the stakes are pretty low for a holiday movie. So if you get Lindsay Lohan and cameos like Kristen Chenoweth.
Who is the guy who was starring against her?
I have no idea.
I kind of feel like he really reminds me of, who's the guy who does Family Guy?
What?
You know who I'm talking about?
The cartoon?
Yeah, the voice of like Brian the dog.
Oh.
Like,
oh,
it's definitely not
interesting.
him, but I was like, are they related? There's just something about them
His name is Ian Harding. Logan, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
he's probably not related to that guy.
Ian Harding. Yeah, okay. I'm going to look him up.
Okay. And yeah, I thought it was very like enjoyable, like exactly what you want out of a holiday movie. There's a lot of like silly drama. There's of course a big secret that then gets revealed, and
It is Our Little Secret.
and I definitely agree with you that it must have been pre Lindsay Lohan's recent glow up.
Right? I mean, she still looks
she
so
looks
good.
great, but she looks older. And now all of the, at least the press pictures, or when she was on like the late night show, like she looked stunning.
I wonder if
like
it's
in
like
her 20s.
the glam too, though.
True.
You know?
The makeup.
But she also did look like her face looked a little bit more snatched.
Yes.
Right?
I think she definitely had a mini facelift. And someone zoomed in on like some video of her doing a red carpet. There was like a little line right next to her ear, and I think that's like the telltale sign that you've had a facelift.
Really?
They're like pulling it there, or
Yeah, it needs to fold somewhere,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Interesting. I guess in the future, I hope to get that little line.
Me too. At what age should we aim to do that?
Oh, that'll be my status symbol. I got a facelift.
Oh, guess what? I ordered. Did you order face tape?
I did.
Do you use it?
Not regularly, but I did use it. I like it.
I ordered scar. Is it the same thing?
No.
It's not face tape, but it's like some sort of like scar tape.
Oh.
And people put it over scars, but then on TikTok they said like you should just use that, and it supposedly also helps to like do something with collagen. So I did it last night on my laugh lines, but then I realized I did it wrong.
Oh, why?
Because I guess you're supposed to put it like right along the line, but I put two like this because I thought I was trying to like
stitches?
stretch it out. But I'm going to use it regularly for a bit and see if it helps too.
So I got some Korean ones, and it was like the shape of a triangle. You put it in between your eyebrows, so it's like on your what are they called? 11s. And I did that because I feel like every time I look at myself in a Zoom meeting, I just see it. It's glaring at me and it's staring at me, and I sleep on my side and I must frown at the same time or something. But when you pull it apart, I do feel like it helps a little bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every morning when I wake up, I always have like a very deep wrinkle under my left eye because I sleep on that side more. And one time I put a tape there and it didn't show up because like it doesn't have the opportunity to scrunch up
you're
anymore.
basically preventing it from doing stuff while you sleep.
But I don't do it regularly because it's like really close to my eye. So when I lay down, it kind of like gets into my eye. So I don't love that feeling.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe it's the price you pay.
Yeah. Based on a true story. I finished it.
What did you think? Okay, this is
Wait,
what?
did we apologize yet?
You did not apologize yet.
I'm going to apologize, listeners, because I recommended Based on a True Story, which is a show with Kaylee Cuoco about like a serial killer and a podcast. And I had only watched like one episode.
That's a very high level summary.
I recommended it because I was like, oh, it's kind of funny and lighthearted. It's quite dark and gruesome.
It's more gruesome than you think.
I thought, the premise was like, oh, they're going to team up with a serial killer to do a podcast, but the deal is that he's not going to do any more killing. So that's the part I saw when I was like, oh, well, it's going to just be funny and maybe recounting some of his like
old
past killings. But no, there are more killings.
Emily, yes. It's kind of a spoiler.
But you don't know who does it. I just mean like in the show, there are more killings.
I mean, if it's not the serial killer. Okay.
Actually.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a lot of it, like way more than you start.
Yeah.
And I was asking you questions and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you far surpassed me.
But it got kind of weird in, I think maybe the end of season 1. I'm glad they like moved away from the podcast piece.
Yeah. That piece I feel like went away pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then they kind of circle back later.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking like, well, Emily liked it. So it must be good. So that pushed me through, but it did get better.
I still feel like if you're okay with, like blood and killing, it's still a very creative storyline.
Yeah.
And it keeps you on your toes because it never goes the way you expect it to.
And I really like Kaylee.
Yeah.
And that guy, he's the main guy in the Mindy Project.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't know his name.
I don't either.
I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Why did you put Luigi?
Oh, well, I feel like we can't not talk about the whole UNC CEO killing. Oh, no, not UNC, UHC.
Yeah.
And the suspect who's been arrested is being charged with his murder, Luigi. But I was reading a lot of stuff about how people are like, they're kind of okay with him getting away with this murder.
Right.
Because of like
they're
who
like
the
supporting
victim
it.
was. And I was just like, oh, it just seems very interesting because the whole based on a true story, I feel like it plays with the audience of like, are you liking the killer as a character? Like, do you want him to get caught? Do you want him to go to prison? Or have you seen like a side of him and then he like kind of goes through a little bit of a change,
A little bit.
But anyway, I was just thinking, honestly, I am not very passionate about, and I know murder is wrong, but I can really see why people are like not wanting him to get
for sure.
arrested.
Yeah. I mean, I think the outpour of comments and like the reaction to it, to the point that United Healthcare had to turn off comments.
Oh, did they?
For all their accounts. It's like our healthcare system just sucks.
It's so broken.
So badly.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like a lot of conspiracy theories online too on Luigi. So I'm curious to like know more about his life.
Yeah.
But it does seem like some strange things happen in his own personal life too.
I guess what's interesting to me is like, it feels like he wanted to get caught.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because who carries around the potential weapon and a manifesto unless you want to get caught and have this come out? And then supposedly he has like, did it come out already? A video that he scheduled that said like, the truth will set me free. So,
or it was like, if this video is released, like I'm already in custody or something like that.
Like
so he knew or was planning it.
It's very thought out.
Yeah. People are like, how would he just be sitting in a McDonald's?
Right.
If he didn't want to get caught.
Yeah. And then I don't know if it's true. Sorry, I'm always like not knowing if things are true. But supposedly the person who turned him in didn't even get the reward.
I know. I saw that was.
Why though?
Because she called 911. Or I don't know if it's she or he, but they called 911 instead of the tip hotline.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So it's kind of like karma coming back.
They were like,
your claim is denied.
Yeah, that's exactly what all the comments were saying. Like, oh, so typical.
That's kind of messed up too.
So messed up.
Like, what is? I mean, I guess that's a tip for everyone else in the future. Call the tip hotline, not 911.
Okay.
Top Hat Man.
This is new content, listeners.
Did we talk about sleep paralysis in the past?
Yes, we did.
because you've experienced it before,
Yes.
right? Okay, so there's a really popular TikTok trend right now where it's that that shrimp guy.
Yeah.
What's
He's called Pepe the King Prawn.
where people basically share like their kind of like embarrassing, traumatizing stories, whatever.
The most popular one, listeners, is about this girl who put like olive oil in her hair.
We won't recap that one.
Yeah, go look it up.
Another popular one that I saw was this girl was talking about how she had to hide underneath her covers because she saw a man in a top hat standing at the foot of her bed, and he was towering over her for over 2 hours. And then in the comments section, people were like, I've seen the top hat man. And it was so many people in the
that
comment
just gave me
section.
chills.
Yeah, and it's due to sleep paralysis. Like the top hat man is a very common like thing that you see. I remember what I saw when I had sleep paralysis.
Was yours a top hat man?
No, it was
Mine
not.
wasn't either.
Mine was like almost like that devil emoji.
Mine was almost like me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess the top hat man is a very popular one, and it's very common, and people in the comments were like, oh my God, I literally thought Abraham Lincoln was in my room. Because it's always wearing like a wide brim
I feel like that wasn't the correct usage of Pepe the King Prawn, though. Because it's not supposed to be scary. Aren't they usually more like embarrassing?
I think, I don't remember, but I don't remember. I think maybe the story was twisted in a way, so it was used correctly. But like to see that shared experience, I'm like, oh, if TikTok ever goes away, people won't even realize
don't
like
want
it's
TikTok
not
to
an
go
original.
away.
It's not an original thought or original experience.
People just cannot understand the magic of TikTok.
Until
Thank you for introducing me to it. I was like listening to an old episode, and then you were telling me all the stuff you saw on TikTok because I didn't go on TikTok at all. And now I feel like I'm fully immersed. Like I totally ignore
way more
Instagram.
than me. You know way more than I do. Yeah,
I haven't seen my Instagram influencers in so long. I don't know what's
You
going
don't
on in
need
their
them.
lives.
You don't need them. You're much happier on TikTok anyway.
I am. Family wellness?
Yeah.
Man, we've talked way more because we're already like over time.
Okay, let me just tell you about the Asian girl eyeliner on TikTok.
Okay.
This girl was, it was a sponsored content, but she was basically doing a get ready with me / tutorial on black and brown eyeliner.
I think I've seen it.
Oh my gosh. I was like, whoa.
Was it like a black eyeliner and then a brown on
Yes.
top?
Did you see the comment section though?
No.
I was like, this looks really good. I'm going to save this.
Yeah.
These are cool tips.
Yeah.
She basically put in like a bigger contact lens on
Did
her
she?
after eye. Yeah.
No.
And I was like, why are you trying to fool people?
Now I have to go back and watch
Because
it.
the makeup already looked pretty good. Like she didn't have to do that. And now I just feel tricked. And then I went and like unliked it and like unsaved it.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you
out of
told me because
principle.
I was going to try that makeup.
I mean, probably.
I don't even have a brown eyeliner.
It still looked really good, but the fact that she was trying to deceive people that way
I hate that.
made me really annoyed.
Yeah, that is annoying. Especially because it was good enough, right?
Yeah.
Without trying to cheat.
And I'm glad the comment section was there.
Was it an ad?
It was like
A
Urban
sponsored
Decay
one,
sponsored
right?
content. Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Tisk influencer girl.
Tisk.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to tell the listeners about the moms and gray
Tell
matter.
Tell us.
Well, you already know now, but so I saw on Instagram or TikTok.
Probably not Instagram.
But then I researched, so this is true. Moms lose gray matter in their brains, which I still don't know what gray matter does, but our brains literally shrink after we have kids. And the effects can last for up to 6 years.
Yeah.
So you and I are still
We're in the
it.
midst of it.
Yeah. So I'm going to blame that for my lack of brain power these days.
But the fact that it comes back does make me feel better.
Yes, me too.
It does, right?
But then hopefully, like, so for me, Cassie's 3, so I have 3 more years of excuses. And then after that, maybe there will be something else to take its place.
Just old age, I guess.
So true. I'm in my 40s.
I mean, that's so true. We are.
Yeah. I just remember how good my memory was back in the day, like in college.
Yeah.
I didn't even need my scheduler to know, my classes, my meetings, my events. Now, like, I miss like a parent-teacher conference if I don't check my calendar.
Wait, that's such a good point. Like, we didn't write stuff down. We didn't have a Google Calendar back then. How did we do it?
But also now we're responsible for more people's schedules, right?
Annoying.
That's part of it, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But even before then, actually, no. I don't remember. I don't even remember. I don't have any gray matter.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.